In this video we are going to talk about top 10 places to visit in China. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel for future updates before starting this video. China is a giant of a travel destination, vast and complex. With more megacities than any other nation and the world's largest population, any trip to this Asian behemoth is a beguiling and entertaining blend of charming traditional culture and modernity. Each destination in China is distinct from the last, with 53 ethnic groups and over 292 spoken languages. Visitors who are visiting China for the first time normally stick to the larger cities. More experienced tourists to the Middle Kingdom would go in different directions, where travel can be a little more difficult due to the language barrier, but it is certainly possible for individual travelers. With so much to see and do, the only issue is cramming all of the best places to visit in China into a single tour. Number 10. Dali. Dali has long been a popular tourist destination, lying on the shores of the glistening Erhai Lake with majestic mountains rising all around it. The small city, which is located in Yunnan province, is known for its scenic setting, rich cultural heritage, and charming old town. Dali has been the capital of many kingdoms over the years, so the town is full of fascinating and impressive historical and cultural landmarks. The Ming dynasty is responsible for the majority of the beautiful buildings in the old town, which include the ancient city walls, 3 pagodas, and Changsheng Temple. Number 9. Juzai Gorge. Juzai Gorge Valley will cater to visitors who love the great outdoors and prefer their scenery to be uncluttered and unpolluted. It is a national park in Sichuan province that is home to many Tibetan villages, allowing tourists to see another way of life without having to brave the Himalayan region's high altitudes. The name of the area translates to 9 Tibetan villages. Because of its many waterfalls, snow-covered karst mountains, and 108 blue, turquoise, and green-colored lakes that are so clear that one can see the bottoms, the national park has been described as a fairyland. It is also the home of giant pandas, but due to the park's size and the high number of visitors, the chances of seeing them are small. Number 8. Hangzhou. Hangzhou is the provincial capital of Zhejiang. Hangzhou and its West Lake, famed for their natural beauty, have been immortalized by countless poets and artists. Marco Polo mentioned the city as the most beautiful and majestic in the world in the 13th century. West Lake, Hangzhou's most popular attraction, is a vast lake divided by causeways and surrounded by ancient buildings and gardens built for relaxation and spirituality. Along its shores and sometimes jutting across the sea, visitors can find pagodas, temples, walking paths, sitting areas, tea farms, and a museum. The West Lake experience is incomplete without a cup of tea. The Dragon Well tea created there is one of China's most well-known teas. Number 7. Yangshuo. Yangshuo, in southern China, was once a popular destination for backpackers due to its low prices and laid-back atmosphere, but it now attracts a wide range of visitors to take in its natural beauty. Yangshuo is a good starting point for day trips around the city. Taking a boat between Yangshuo and Guilin for a leisurely ride on the Li River, which is renowned for its stunning scenery and karst mountains that have been immortalized by photographers and painters around the world, is a common practice. Many visitors hire bicycles for the return trip because the path is relatively flat and allows them to see farmers working in their fields. Moon Hill, named after a massive hole in the hill that resembles a moon. Assembling Dragon Cave, named after the dragon-shaped peaks that surround it. Number 6. Lhasa. At 3,500 meters, Lhasa is one of Tibet's most important cities and one of the world's highest elevated cities, 11,500 feet. Despite its incorporation into Greater China, Lhasa has preserved much of its history. Tibet was united in the 7th century under Songtsen Gampo, who founded a palace on Mount Mapuri. Lhasa has been the capital of Tibet on and off throughout history, but it has always been a significant spiritual hub. Lhasa is a significant city in Tibetan history and is situated in a Himalayan mountain valley. The Potala Palace, which was the Dalai Lama's former residence, is located in the district. It was built more than 360 years ago on the Red Hill. It is divided into 2 sections, the White Palace, which housed the Dalai Lama, and the Red Palace, which housed religious study and practice. Number 5. Xian. Xian is the capital of the Shaanxi province in northwest China, and it is approximately as old as Beijing. One of Xi'an's greatest draws is its tradition. It was the beginning of the once essential Silk Road, which enabled trade between many Eurasia countries. Before the unification of China between 1000 BC and 1000 AD, it served as the imperial seat for 11 dynasties, making it one of China's 4 great ancient capitals. It is now a cultural and technical hub, with the Xian Aerospace Science and Technology Industrial Base as its centerpiece. The Terracotta Army, the guardians of the tomb of China's first emperor, is one of the city's most popular attractions. The ancient Daming Palace site contains some original buildings as well as some reconstructions that were only recently opened to the public. Number 4. Shanghai. Shanghai is China's largest and most industrialized city, located on the East China Sea and at the mouth of the Yangtze River. The region accounts for nearly a third of China's exports and draws nearly a quarter of the country's foreign investment, more than any other developing country. Its skyline is being transformed by skyscrapers, as well as gleaming shopping malls, opulent hotels, and prestigious arts centers. Shanghai's city nights reflect the Western perception of Chinese cities, with bright neon signs, busy streets, and a plethora of businesses. Shanghai has everything when it comes to getting around, including an extensive metro system. The Bund, Shanghai's colonial riverfront along the Huangpu River, is the most common spot for a stroll. A number of architecturally important buildings are still visible along the strip. Number 3. Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China, which stretches over 6,000 kilometers and is the country's most prominent site, is one of the world's greatest architectural and engineering triumphs. It passes through 15 Chinese provinces in total. From the desert in the west to the Bohai Sea in the east, it is ringed by watchtowers, walls, and fortifications. The wall, which was built by various Chinese kingdoms, states, and empires over centuries, although its earliest segments were constructed to shield people from raiders in the 7th century BC. Many of its most prominent sections date from the Ming dynasty. The Great Wall offers tourists plenty of breathtaking scenery as it snakes through mountains, valleys, and hills. Beideling, just outside of Beijing, is one of the most famous parts of the Great Wall to visit, while Jinshanling attracts hikers due to its pristine nature and spectacular views. Number 2. Hong Kong. Hong Kong, located off China's southeast coast, is a gleaming, world-class commercial hub where Chinese history, British colonial roots, and modern-day high technology collide. Hong Kong, while having the world's largest concentration of skyscrapers and one of the world's highest population densities, still has plenty of green spaces, mountain views, and beaches. The iconic Victoria Harbour, which is a stunning sight at night with all the sparkling skyscrapers, and the Peak, Hong Kong Island's highest hill, which provides awe-inspiring views of the harbour, are 2 must-see attractions. Hong Kong has everything for everyone, from theme parks like Ocean Park in Disneyland Hong Kong to prestigious museums, fabulous shopping malls, busy night markets, horse racing, gorgeous beaches, and trips on the world's longest outdoor escalator. Number 1. Beijing. Beijing, China's current capital, is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the country. It has a 3,000-year history, and much of that history can still be found within its walls. Beijing literally translates to "northern capital," a role it has played numerous times throughout China's history. It rose to prominence in Chinese history after it was designated in 1215. The city was conquered by the Mongols, and from 1264 to 1265, it acted as the capital of a united China under Kublai Khan. The capital was transferred to Nanjing after the Mongol-founded Yuan dynasty fell in 1368, but was returned in 1403 and given its current name. And the old and new summer palaces are all located in Beijing. These and other sites are ideal for viewing Chinese gardens, ancient architecture, and Chinese culture from various periods in the country's history. For those interested in seeing Confucius, Taoist, or Buddhist landmarks or having a spiritual experience, there are numerous temples inside and just outside of the city. Beideling, about an hour by train or 1.5 hours by bus from Beijing, is one of the most famous places to see the Great Wall of China. What are your thoughts on our video? Which of the above places you wish to visit? Please let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and would like to hear from me again, please subscribe and turn on the notification before leaving. Thank you for watching us.